Will Saudi Arabia fully recognize the State of Israel? According to reports, U.S. President Joe Biden has claimed the kingdom will do so only in exchange for security guarantees, which means that the U.S. will provide them weapons if they are attacked by other Arab nations. Since the beginning of the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza, Saudi Arabia has reiterated that they would not normalize relations with Israel unless it agrees to establish a pathway to a future Palestinian state. This condition has been flatly rejected by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. In the media interview, U.S. President Joe Biden avoided mentioning the Saudi Arabia's Palestinian condition, instead asserting that the kingdom wants weapons to counter threats and attacks in West Asia. He also said that Washington is seeking to establish a civilian nuclear facility in Saudi Arabia, which will be operated by the U.S. Army so that they can move away from fossil fuels. Now, according to the reports, Biden administration would not have sufficient time to normalize a deal with Saudi Arabia before the November presidential election, as there is not enough time left for the Senate to hold the hearings necessary to approve the defense guarantees for the kingdom. And for the latest, our correspondent Jody Cohen has sent us this report from Ranana.
President Biden has said that Saudi Arabia would recognize Israel in exchange for U.S. security guarantees and a U.S.-run nuclear energy facility. Now, Saudi Arabia has previously stated publicly that it would not normalize relations with Israel unless Israel commits to a pathway to a Palestinian state. Prime Minister Netanyahu opposes a full state as he believes it would become a terror state, although he does believe the Palestinians should have all the power to govern themselves with none of the power, he says, to harm Israel. But Biden didn't mention the Palestinians as a condition for recognition and gave the most detail that any U.S. official has offered so far on the talks between Washington and Riyadh. Biden suggested that the Saudis would like arms from America if they're attacked, appears to indicate that Riyadh's chief concern was Iran, and said the deal would be a game changer for the region. This is Jody Cohen for WION World is One.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.